Hey guys, so this is Matt here. I'm doing something a little fun. I was watching Nickknowsball on Instagram, and trust me, I do not know ball like him, but I thought it'd be fun to do the hoops grid, so we're gonna do it. Right here. Let me see if I can pull it up really quickly. So you guys probably cannot see me, but I'm hoping you don't see the ads because I don't want to get demonetized. But I started scrolling through. I want to give myself the best chance. And these are guys I grew up with. This is the seasons. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to start on the easier side. My mindset on this is go from the easy, like from the most basic pool down. So Steph Curry played in the 2010s, played against him. My first thought on a pretty simple, pretty obvious knowledge player played against Steph Curry in the 2010s is 2010s. So that's like your, let's go with the Hawks. Let's go with Kyle Korver. What the heck? Kyler Korver. So let's see what his number. Oh my gosh, I can't type. So that's how is he that? We're gonna stop there for a second. Played against LeBron in the 2010s. I would like to think of a team like hmm, maybe the Kings. So like Al-Farouq Aminu. This is Aminu. There's no one else who has that name. Cool. We're not sticking with these guys, by the way. We can do better. And then KD, let's think of a team like. Oh, so this is my process, by the way. I like to think of teams instead of players. So for me, I'm like, okay, who played on the Bucks in 2010? My first thought is Brandon Jennings, I think it is. But I think we can go. Actually, let's start with Brandon Jennings because we're going to get a lot better from there. Okay, never mind. He's a unicorn. I don't know how, but he's a unicorn. Also, there's a really cool thing called reverse. You can now do it where it's like you actually have to pick the most notable, and they rank it. So now let's just go someone who has played against Steph Curry and had a 25-point game in the regular season. Hmm. Let's go to another team like the Suns. Who do we know of on the Suns who can put up points? So obviously you have Devin Booker. That's way too easy. You have Jalen Green. No, no, no. I don't like that at all. Let's think about guys who probably have had a spark plug type game. Like I'm thinking like a Jeremy Lin. Okay. Oh, so it doesn't mean they had a 25-point game against Steph Curry. Just in general. Once again, we're changing these two. These two feel pretty obvious. I'm cool with Alfred Camino and Brandon Jennings. I don't mind them. Another guy, let's think of a guy who, once again, was a spark plug. Let's go McCants. Because that guy can't stay out of the limelight. All right, we're gonna run with him because he's a unicorn, and the only reason people know of him, and including myself, is because he has the stupidest takes on Gilbert Arenas' podcast. Let's go with Kevin Durant. Once again, this guy isn't. So these three are pretty easy. They've been playing for a while, many different generations. Sorry, not generations. Many different what's it called? Eras. So for me, I'm gonna think about when KD first came in the league. Think about guys like who were on the Pacers. You know, let's do this. Let's do this. I like the idea of going Danny Granger just to see like where he's sitting. Okay, that I'm keeping that. These two gotta go. These four are staying in my mind. 6+ 3 pointers. I feel like Steph Curry is always the guy hitting threes. So let's go with our first thought being somebody who will hit threes. Let's go JJ Redick. Because once again, we're not keeping that. Oh, I like how this pictures him as a coach right now. Let's go someone against KD because LeBron has been playing for long. Actually, let's go with LeBron because he's been playing for longer. So that gives us more options for players having been farther down the line. LeBron's 03. Let's go to 05. Let's think of guys in that draft class. Not that draft class, just that year, that time range. All right, let me think. Who was in that early 2000s to late, mid 2000s, early 2010s? I'm thinking guys like who would definitely hit 6 3 pointers. So obviously Reddick is a known spot up shooter. I can't run with that. By the way, I'm killing it on Kevin Durant because a unicorn in that, I'm just saying, that's pretty impressive. I want to get a unicorn in almost every person. So that means I need to get better on one of these three. So I'm struggling here. Let's come back to who played him in the 2010s that I can think of. Um, Maybe Nanad Kristit. Did he play against Steph Curry? Okay, that's I feel really good on that one. It sucks. It's like these are easy ones to grab. Like I just gotta think of random players. Like played in the 2010s. That could be anybody. That could be Mike James. Like there we go, Mike James, super random guy. The 25 point game one, I actually like my picks. I think I can do better than Jeremy Lin. Let's think of a super random person who's put up big points before. Ah, you know what? I don't think he is a random person, but I think no, yeah, not a lot of people will think of Derek Fisher. He is super well known. Dude was the point guard on one of the best teams we've ever seen, so that's understandable. But I like my rarity score right here. So let's come back to LeBron. Old head LeBron. All right. 6 3 pointers. Karam Butler, maybe? Once again, not a pull at all, but 11%. Do I want to stick with let's get better than JJ? Let's get him below 20%. Because right now my highest being Derek Fisher, I'm happy with. Let's think of Steph Curry, who might have hit 6 3 pointers against him, and go with so anyone can hit a lot of jumpers. That's my thing. So like even a guy, Paul Millsap. Has he ever had 6 3 pointers in a game? That's even better. That's I still think Paul Millsap's too known. Let's go somewhere else with that. Let's think of who was on the end of their career but had played Steph Curry before. I actually don't mind Paul Millsap. 16%. Let's knock it out of the park with Kevin Durant. I want to think of someone super random because these guys for KD are not pulls at all. The only real pull I think I have is Nene Christic. And that's about it. Because once again, Mike James is pretty well known. McCants is well known. Crum Butler is well known. Paul Millsap's well known. Derek Fisher. These guys are super well known. One of them, Danny Granger was a point. Oh, so he was an all star. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowing myself to have an all star. Um, hmm. Man, this is tough. I'm giving so much free advertising here, by the way. Like that's ridiculous. But let's go with somebody. Why am I blanking right now? Steph Curry's been around for a while, like '07, I think. Did Jimmer Fredette ever do it against him? I like that pull just because I think he is much less known. But once again, Jimmer Fredette is kind of like an icon. So let's think about this. Jimmer was cool, but too well known. Um, what about Luke Ridnour? Did he ever do it? Oh, okay, okay. You really did not. You played for 11 years. Did not know you played for that long. Let's think of guys who were ballers, but like kind of faded off towards the end of their career. If we have to stick with Jimmer for that, we will. Yeah, I already know. I already know. Chill. Let's stick with Jimmer. Um, Man, I'm gonna get roasted for not having, and I know I don't have ball knowledge. I get it. This is just all right. Guys, I'm stuck. I'm genuinely stuck. Okay, let's think about. Man, I don't want to be like Flight Reacts because that guy doesn't know anything. Let's go with who in my mind would be that? Like, I'm talking Vlade's way too well known. Um, Gershon, maybe? Has he? That's way too known. Gershon is also way too known. Is that Yabusele? Yeah, I couldn't go with him. I don't think he's also had 6 3 pointers in a game. Hmm. What about a big? Did Arvidas about? No, he never played him. Guys, this I feel like I'm selling hard here because I don't want to do Steph Curry. Like that's clear as day. But I also don't want to do Brandon Roy. I don't want to do like maybe TJ. What was his name? TJ, not TJ McConnell. TJ Ford. Did he do it? Oh my gosh, do y'all remember TJ Leaf? Because I do. But we'll do TJ Warren. That one's frustrating. I know he's super well known. Ah, okay, guys. Not my best, but that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. That was something fun for me to do. Just a quick little video to get on the channel. Let me know who you would have put in the squares. Also, send me your squares. I think you can actually put pictures in YouTube now, so I'd love to see what you guys pulled up.